Dale Wolfhart. It's been a minute. It has. I've been pretty busy lately, doing a lot of things on my last week of summer before I have to return back to my home state again. So, which I don't know how that's going to affect recording videos because I go back basically a day before school starts. So I don't know how that's going to affect recording videos because I started making videos in the summer. I've never recorded videos while I've also had to sit with school. And then eventually work will be added in too, so there'll be work, school, and recording videos that I'll have to juggle. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, we're just going to be looking at regular old. But for now, it's just going to be regular old streaming. Like I said, it is going to be somewhat scarce though, so I figured what better time than when I have time to stream some NASCAR Heat 5. We're on the final stretch of the Xfinity Series. We are at race 27 out of 33. We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 races to go. They're all playoff races. We start off at Bristol. I'm leading in the round of 12 with the most points. I have one more point than Ross Chastain, probably all out of playoff points. But also included Chase Briscoe, Austin Cindric, Brandon Jones, Ryan Sieg, Michael Annett, Harrison Burton. Then below the cutoff line is Daniel Hemrick, Justin Allgaier, Justin Haley, and Riley Herbst. So, let's get right to it. I believe we have another hot seat coming up very shortly, but I honestly don't remember, so I guess I'll have to find out later. But for now, we're just going to head over to Bristol, a track I'm pretty excited for. I think I can do Bristol pretty well. I don't think I'm going to have any issue at Bristol, so hopefully that will go very well. But we'll see. Like I said, I mean, I'm going to be probably a little bit rusty because I haven't played in a while. But, I think when was the last video I uploaded? How long ago was that? Actually probably closer to 6 days, maybe? Just under a week, I think. 5 or 6 days. I know it's been more than 4 days. If it says 4 days, then it probably just hasn't, it hasn't been within the hour of 5 days. Just yet. Ugh. But that's okay. So let's, here we are, finally at... finally in Bristol. So, let's go. Let's get this started. Over to qualifying, because I don't do practice. Yeah, it's been 6 days since my last video, and possibly without considering the hour, it maybe has been a week. So it's been 6 days, 6 to 7 days since my last upload, which is very long ago, which it's been almost a week, and my Xfinity Series regular season video got no views. My video's been doing pretty poorly lately. Hopefully this little gap here will help, but it probably will not. I guess we'll find out. But regardless, we've got our one qualifying lap. We're going to see where that puts us. 17.182, second. Alright, just shy of the pole, but that is okay. Because I can basically just cut right in front of first place the instant I get around. So let's go try that out. Bristol Motor Speedway. Jeremy Clements is a good friend in this race. Jeffrey Earnhardt is a good friend in this race. And Chase Briscoe starts at the back due to a crash during qualifying. That's unfortunate. Alright, well... Alright, boom. Let's go. So, alright, easy pass on Harrison Burton here, who's at the bottom of the cutoff line, so he definitely needs as many points as he can get, but he's not quite going to get all of them if I have anything to say about it. NASCAR's finally back. On Sunday, we had our first NASCAR race in a few weeks due to the Olympics. or at least I presume due to the Olympics. It was a walk-in slant. It wasn't a very particularly interesting race, at least in terms of the finish. It was just, you know, your typical Hendrick cars and Joe Gibbs cars at the front, so there was nothing of real note happening there. Kevin Harvick did okay. Outside of the top 5, there were a few interesting finishes within the top 10, but other than that, pretty lame race. But I don't know what's next weekend, but it's probably just going to be fucking Kyle Larson again. Or Alex Bowman or something like that, but regardless, it's still nice to see it again. You know, even if it could be a little bit more, even if, you know, someone a little more interesting could have won it than just fucking Kyle Larson again. Although I guess it was a little bit interesting that Chase Elliott did not win there at a track he's known to be pretty good at. I don't think it broke his streak, but I definitely think that it's kind of, you know, broke it up a bit more. The 22 car is now in second as opposed to Harrison Burton, so he's probably dropping back. Let's see if I can find him. Yeah, he's in fourth. He's not doing too terribly well. Well, actually, he's doing pretty good, but he's losing spots, and who knows how that will change in the next 6 laps. We're pretty far ahead at this point, so we just got to kind of keep trucking along and see where we end up. Whoa. Oh shit. I was trying to do something else, and unfortunately it's a little bit hard to do something while racing at Bristol, because Bristol's very small. Ah, poor Joe Nemechek. All the way in dead last. Alright. Oh, and then Mike Harmon right after him. That poor team. Alright, 3 laps remain as I take that turn about as badly as anyone can without entering pit lane. So we're just gonna kind of, I don't know, we're just gonna keep racing. We're just gonna keep going. This lap traffic. You know, I was just in the process of saying this lap traffic is gonna mess with me. And it proceeded to mess with me. So that's nice. That 22 car is already miles ahead of me. But I didn't finish poorly. I wanted to win, and it's probably going to be the only win I would have gotten unless we have another race in Martinsville. But, damn, man. That's not what I wanted to see. Final lap. Let's see if we can complete the pass for at least the top 4, actually, not even the top 3. Alright, well, a little bit disappointing that we had to spin it at the last second there, and I could have restarted, but frankly, I'm okay with the 4th place finish. Like I said, it would be nice to have 1st instead of 4th. What can you really do about it? Alright. Well, still a good finish. Of course, Austin Cindric won, so that puts him a little bit above. Harrison Burton's bumped himself out of the cut. Daniel Hemrick's all the way at the bottom of the cut line. I believe he started. He didn't start that high up. So, all right. Well, there are your updated playoff standings. Haven't locked myself in though is the issue, so this could be a quick boot. If I fuck up much more, we've got to kind of stay up in the top 10 for the most part, and it's gonna, I guess technically the top 12, but there are gonna be a few cars within the top 12 that aren't in the playoffs. So for the most part, we're just gonna have to just kind of stay up there. Pray to God we don't have to race at Talladega or Daytona, because that's gonna completely fuck me over. But I did really need that win. You know, maybe I should have restarted it, but we're just gonna, you know, maybe how about this? In the playoffs, to raise the stakes, no restarting in the playoffs. So Somebody hold me to that. If I do restart, I don't know, just... I don't know. There's nothing I can really do at that point, but hold me to it. Alright. So, we actually do have a hot seat. I was correct in remembering that. RCR, okay. And we're going to be racing the 3-car. Okay. We need a top 20, which it's sad that that's what's expected of someone in RCR. But, you know, whatever. So, we're doing the Best Pro Shops NRA Night Race, a race I'm very happy to do for Richard Childress Racing in the 3-car, a car that I've always quite liked, even though my opinions on Austin Dillon have changed over time. But it's still the 3-car, and racing the 3-car in career mode is not something I'm opposed to by any means. In fact, I'd actually be pretty happy with that. So we need to get ourselves a top 20. We're at Bristol. I think that'll be probably the easiest opportunity I will have to do such a thing, is at Bristol. So, let's see if I can do it. Because now, for once, there are actually a little bit of stakes. Even though I don't really want to drive a Chevy. I love Chevy. I like Chevy more than Ford. And definitely a hell of a lot more than Toyota. But, pole position's like 16.6 or something. But, I just, I don't like the dashboard in the, Chevy Cup cars. You can see what they look like here. It's not quite as good of a dashboard. Since I race in first person a lot, that's pretty important. It's also really cool seeing my name on the back of that car. That is one of my favorite features of this game, is having your name show up on the, your driver's name show up on the back of the car. That's pretty cool. So, we're going to get ourselves 17, so we're going to get a top 20. Okay. Not what I anticipated to be getting even slightly in this race. But, that's alright. Pole winner, Matt Kenseth. Kevin Harvick starts in second, Brad Keselowski third, Truex fourth, and William Byron fifth. So, let's see what we can do here. All we really have to do is just not lose a position. We're already starting in first, which is a great place to start. Ryan Preece is apparently doing poorly. Matt Kenseth, surprisingly enough, is the pole winner. And Eric Almirola failed pre-race inspection. It didn't show it, but I don't feel like waiting, so I'm just going to say it myself. The only issue is that we're starting on the outside of Bristol, which is not very good. Oh, shit. This is not a playoff race for me, though, so I will be... Oh, wow. As we pretty immediately spin out Joe Logano. And apparently I need to get in first person. Holy shit, I am racing late. Shit. Actually, maybe I need to do a hood cam. There we go. I feel more at home in hood cam. Whatever. Yeah, well, I'm feeling real fucking slow. I don't know if I'm going to be a playoff contender in this car. But if I do well enough in Cup, or in Xfinity, and my 5-star, and if I get a 5-star ride, it happens to be Gibbs, then this is probably where I'm going. Because I highly doubt I'm going to see another hot seat by the end of this season, to be honest. It's not impossible, but I don't find it to be terribly likely. I'm also not very used to doing this poorly at Bristol, though. Bristol is one of my absolute best tracks. Oh, shit. Okay, well, I'm all over the fucking place because all this traffic is really fucking with me. Let's just keep her going. See what we can do. God. Can I make it into the top 15? Can I make up 5 spots? My original placement. Not looking so. Was that a great lap? It's not even a pole lap. Like, if I were racing for the pole, I wouldn't even get it with that lap. No, my best this race isn't even a pole. My best ever is 16.064. It's also not fantastic. Not bad either. Oh. A little bit of contact with Christopher Bell there. That's okay. No big deal. God, I have a slow fucking car. Jesus Christ, Richard Childress Race. You need to pick your shit up, man. It's just upsetting to see our CR equipment not be that good. We're still in the top. We got 11 laps to go. Still within the top 15, or still within the top 20. Not within the top 15. We are still within the top 20, though, which is what I did want to see. But I am still a little bit disappointed that that's the best I can get out of a race that I'm normally very good at. Oh well. Shit happens, I guess. We're just gonna keep going and try our damnedest not to get passed up then. It seems 16th is about the best I can get. But it's definitely going to be a fight to not lose back to 17th.
Inside. You got room. You're clear. Inside. All right, you're clear.
God, they're getting such fucking runs. Why? Why are they getting such good runs at this fucking turn? I don't get it. Get the fuck out of my... You fucking asshole. Piece of shit, Daniel Suarez. Okay, I'm not really getting anywhere here. So, alright, looks like 17th is about the best I can really get out of this car. I can work for 16th, but they're just so fucking fast. Too much.
Time to go, driver.
Oh, that looks good. And they bolt away from me in the corner. I catch up a little bit in the corner.
Going too fast.
Maybe gain a spot. Lose it coming out of turn 4. Dive back down. Oh boy. Oh, Harvick's dropped down to 9th. Oh, that could have been badly. That could have been very badly.
Alright, you're clear.
Whoa. I'm getting pretty damned close to that,
All clear.
line there. Joe Nemechek is in almost the exact same spot he was in last night. The only difference is that he's in a cup car. So he's about 5 spots higher. It's still in 6th. So I can't seem to find any cars within the top 5. And speaking of the top 5, William Byron leads the race after starting in 5th. Seems he's doing pretty alright for himself. And I would assume... Oh, look at that. That's the end of the race. So 6th place. We got some wild fucking hair up our ass at the very last second that brought me from 16th to 6th in like the span of a few laps. I don't know what happened there, but I absolutely crushed the last couple laps there. So we're gonna play 6th, 1 place ahead of Kevin Harvick, but Kyle Busch finished 2 seconds faster. Matt Kenseth, your pole winner, placed 4th. Keselowski's in 3rd. He pretty much started the same place with a time of 5 minutes 55 seconds and 555 milliseconds. So Truex goes up from 4th to 2nd, and Byron goes up from 5th to 1st. So there's your finish there. Still almost entirely dead last, but that's okay. Just out of curiosity as to what the point standings are here. Kyle Busch is the leader, 3 wins. Looks like 1 win already in this playoff category. Martin Truex Jr. in second. Denny Hamlin third. 5 wins. Kurt Busch fourth with 4 wins. That's wild. Keselowski in 5th with 2 wins. Harvick in 6th with 1 win. Kenseth in 7th with no wins. Ryan Newman in 8th with 1 win. Logano in 9th with 3 wins. Blaney in 10th with 2 wins. Bowman in 11th with no wins. Boyer in 12th with no wins. Elliott in 13th with no wins. Chris Buescher in 14th with a win. Corey LaJoie in 15th with a win. And Eric Almirola in 16th with a win. And there shouldn't be any other winners. Oh, William Byron won, but I guess he was already out of the playoffs, so it doesn't really make a difference. And then there I am. Another way at the bottom. Alright, well. There you go. That's our final probably our final Cup race of the Xfinity Series season. We landed ourselves a nice ride with RCR. So if all else, if I don't get any more interesting 5-star rides, that's probably where I'll go. We've still got some more races to go. 20 minutes in. In fact, we've only done 1 Xfinity Series race, but that's okay. So look at that, and a shit ton of money. Almost 50 grand more than our last race. So we got well more than the top 20. So we will in fact get ourselves a seat with RCR next season if I choose to sign with them. Next race, race number 28 at Vegas. Okay. Not a race I intend to win, or not intend, but expect to win. The next, I think it'd be like, what, 3 races? 3 races, 1 race. Okay, so the only other race is the Charlotte Roval. I could win, but it's definitely going to be fucking tough. So we've just got to place within the top 8 for the next 2 races. Pretty much guarantee a spot within the cutoff. And then we've got Kansas, Texas, and Martinsville, which I can get there at Martinsville. I can definitely win at Martinsville. That's my best chance. Not at Texas, not at Kansas, and then Phoenix is unlikely. But we've still got more races to go, so let's move on to the Las Vegas 300 in Las Vegas. Who would have guessed? I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Alright, and we're here, finally. I really don't have much to say. I'm noticing I'm just trying to get this out of the way mostly because it's the best thing I could think to record because we're almost done with it. And then I'll be a little more enticed to play this once NASCAR, or once I get to the Cup Series. So they're revealing a little bit more about Forza Horizon 5. I will buy the game. That is something I do plan on buying, so don't worry about that. But, I probably won't record much of it. I've already got one Horizon 4 video, so obviously I know that Horizon is a videoable game. But I don't really have any plans on actually on like there's no series I can really make out of it. I mean, I guess I could, but it's not really it's not the kind of content that I prefer making, because I just prefer free roaming, to be completely honest. But maybe when it comes out, you know, me and my buddies will get together and we'll make a video on it. But for now, we're just gonna get a bad qualifying time at Las Vegas. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. That works. I skipped that, but that's okay. No big deal. But I'm sure there will be at least one video out on it. We'll probably, like I said, we'll probably just get together and just do some, like, first impressions gameplay. You know. See how it stacks up to the other Forzas, because the only one I haven't played is Horizon 1. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I did say no rewinding. Right? Not rewind. No, well, I think that's going to be a loss. I think that's going to boot me out of the playoffs. There's no way I can make up any of that ground at a fucking intermediate track. Not in 8 laps. And not without cautions. But I don't feel like making the races long enough to involve strict cautions. But I've already agreed that I wasn't going to be doing any rewinding or any restarting, so we're just going to have to try and make up as much ground as we possibly can. It was the best time to spin out, and it seems we're already gaining a bit of ground on some of the backpackers. But that doesn't really mean much. Oh, we have a playoff contender back there, I think. No, that was just a friendly guy. We're definitely not going to be placing dead last, but as the race goes on, the crowd's going to get a little bit thinner, and that's not going to help us. I'm just hoping for some decent... I just want a Silverado. We haven't seen a real Silverado at all in that game for some reason. Obviously, I want the TRX to show up. I want the Power Wagon to return. Of course, ideally, I'd like to see a second-gen Ram, but obviously, I know that there is no fucking chance. But since they're doing more, I'm hoping they're going to do more off-roading, and if they do, I think the XJ is a pretty obvious choice. It's been pretty underrepresented in racing games, but the XJ is a car culture icon in the off-road scene. So it would make total sense, at least in my opinion, but I'm also a little biased seeing as I have one, technically, so, you know, that's okay. You know, there are a bunch of other cars I'd like to see. I'd love for them to add some stock cars, but I don't think that's going to happen. Not in the... To be fair, there is a Mexican NASCAR series, so it's, you know, it's not that out of the realm of possibility, but obviously it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. There are a lot of things I'd like to see added, but quite frankly, my hopes are not very high for them to add anything I really care about that wasn't. Frankly, all they're probably going to do is just remove some cars I like from Forza Horizon 4 and add a bunch of shit I don't really care about. Maybe like 2 cars that's like, oh, okay, I might drive that every once in a while. And that's about it. I don't expect the Power Wagon to be returning as much as I'd like it to. I honestly expect that to be gone. I just feel like it doesn't... I don't expect them to be adding many trucks at all. I would hope they do, but like I said, I don't expect so much. Because let's be honest, the Forza Horizon games are terrible. They've always been terrible, but there's no better option. So it's just like, well, they're not great games. What the fuck else are you gonna play? There's no real other AAA tier open world, real life based, you know, I mean, you can say Need for Speed. Need for Speed fucking sucks, so that's not really an option. That's not true. Need for Speed 2015 fucking sucked, but I can't really vouch for, like, the rest of them. So, we are almost 10 seconds away from first place, and we're not very close to the person in front of me either. We're going to take a terrible turn that's going to get the people behind me much closer. That's about all we're really going to do here. So we're going to get 15th. Still a pretty shit race. So we're going to need to do a lot in the next race in order to actually maintain my playoff standings. 15th. Pretty good game, honestly. Honestly, I'm not sure if I would have done much better than that starting from the very back. Or starting from where I started anyway. I mean, probably, but it's hard to say. So, we're just gonna have to work with that. That'll work for now. So. We're in 4th. Still above cutoff line, so I think I can probably cruise fairly comfortably to a win here, or to a passing into the next thing. So, alright, well, still falling back, but not enough to be out. Whatever the fuck that was supposed to mean. But other than the stray video on NASCAR, or Forza Horizon 5, there really isn't any plans on making any new series. There's not much to really go around. I made a few new series lately. Still got to continue GTA 5, which that's also going to be interesting once I get back to my home state. Alright. The Charlotte Roval. Now, I've wrecked in all 2 of my last 2 races, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see how badly I fuck my shit up at the Charlotte Roval. I suck at Roval racing. I get my car gets a huge advantage. Like, it's much easier. Like, the AI just seems to be much easier. But I fucking suck at these races. So I can still win, but it's going to be like one of the worst wins you've ever seen. And the same thing goes for the Indy Road course, which I'm also not very excited for. Hi, kitty cat. What are you up to, kitty? This is a quiet cat. She doesn't really say much. I would, you know, if it were a louder cat, I'd put her face up to the mic and tell her to meow. She doesn't do that. She only meows when she wants food. Which is basically only when she's, like, right up against the food. So, I'm not going to be getting it for any other reason. Alright. Let's go qualify over here at the Charlotte Roval. This is going to be a pretty important lap here to see how my rusty ass performs at a track like the Charlotte Roval. Alright. Take this corner way too shallow to the point where I end up just fucking making contact with the wall. That's a good use of my car. I don't like racing at this track, although I seem to be doing fairly okay for myself. It might be because of my assists. Maybe it's really not that bad with assists, but we'll see once we get to these stupid fucking chicanes. Yep. There's a great example of my racing prowess right there, is me just fucking hopping over everything. Let's go in third person for our qualifying lap, like I always should be. made it through it, but I was pitifully slow. This one counts, eh? As I almost immediately fucked myself royally. Alright. On that turn, that was almost pretty clean, actually. Almost. Alright, make that turn. Alright, we're good. That turn, well, not quite, but I'm gonna try. Okay. There really is not much to say. I was gonna follow that up with something, but like I said. Way wide there. That's okay. I don't know. I'm kind of bored, kind of tired. And let's be honest here, it's just a race. Okay. 6th! It's a good start. Now we just need to get a good finish. Alright, let's go race. Oh! Somebody followed me 30 minutes ago and I did not notice. I apologize if you're still watching, Fraglet? I don't know, I can't pronounce your name. It's too early in the morning. And to be fair, you're probably not watching anymore either. But, appreciate the follow, though. Sorry, I forgot to read it out. You know, if you would look at my stream stream manager, you'd see that it's really not that easy to notice a brand new follow if I'm not paying attention. Because to be fair, I haven't really been paying attention to much of anything right now. I'm just kind of vibing, to be honest.
Alright, you're clear.
I don't know what I'm doing, man. Yeah. Undercut right under all of those drivers. We're going to kind of give Michael Annette the boot here before I then complete the pass. So we're going to be leading here at a track that I have a huge bias against. But the lead is not very far, so I definitely need to be on my toes. Uh-oh. That's not good at all. Let me move, let me move, let me move. Let me move! Alright, we're not doing first person. We're only at 9th. I can definitely make it out of that. I don't know if I can win, though. I do kind of need to, I guess, but... That was definitely something that was going to happen. That you're gonna royally fuck up on one of the two chicanes, frankly, the main reason it took me so long was just because of the fact that I was too busy focusing. Because at that one point I was finally focusing more on the drivers in front of me than I was on actually staying ahead. Holy shit. Okay, that's some bullshit. I'm restarting.
Coming to the green, driver.
I understand that I said I'm not going to, but frankly, I don't give a shit because I have had to restart in every race for reasons that weren't even really all that legitimate. That is not how a car would react in that situation. I'm not with that. It's not happening. What the fuck is wrong with that turn? Christ almighty.
side, left side. All clear.
Okay, not very smooth race at all.
All right, you're clear.
Move over there, nice. Let's keep her going. Keep her going. But Justin Allgaier's getting quite the lead there. Alright, first successful run through the chicane. I could have done a lot better on that last turn there, but I know it was either go way wide or cut completely over that ridge there, so there really wasn't much of an option I really had there.
Far left. All clear. White flag in the air.
Alright, Allgaier is going to be a tough cookie to fucking catch. And those fucking bumps are tough as shit. That's not good. Kinda missed that a little bit, that's okay.
Right side. All clear.
Squeeze by there a little bit. No, not quite. Ooh, I really gotta do this now if I'm gonna do it at all. All we've got left is this roval and then this oval part, and then 2 chicanes.
Clear right.
Fuck yeah! I'm almost getting past though, which is not good. I have to keep my act clean, or else I will lose. He's gonna completely pass on me. Oh fuck. Oh, that could have been really bad, but it wasn't. First. That was a tough fucking race right there. That was... Oof. That was close right there. I almost was not successful there. But I was, so... Woohoo! That's a nice little oval burnout. That is what you like to see. Fuck yeah. Alright. So, man, I bumped Justin Allgaier all the way back down to 8th. That's rough. But I won the race, so we're locked into the next round. Although we pretty much already were. Pretty much no matter where I started. So... Well, we did not get a win at Bristol, like I was hoping. We are going to get a win at the Roval, like I was somewhat unexpecting. So, we got one. We do, in fact, got one. To come back from that absolutely miserable Texas race. Although it definitely could have been a lot worse, I guess. So, we're next going to move on to... Yeah, that. You advanced to the round of 8. Woo! Oh shit! I dropped phone. I drop it. Hello, kitty cat. All right. Well, what do we got next? So. Cool, we actually completed the incentive contract, which I'm a little bit surprised by. Advance to the round of 8. But it's Homestead or bust, declares Stillwolf. I don't know why I would have, because Homestead is not it's not the thing anymore. Homestead is in fact not the race anymore, so clearly they did not update that from NASCAR Heat 4. Who would have guessed? It's basically the same fucking, thing. Thank you, CJ McLaughlin. That was a really fucking cool race. That was a good finish there. That was one of the more close races. Justin Allgaier, and he just kind of complimented me instead of yelling at me. Appreciate it. Alright, how is he doing in the playoffs? Is he still in the playoffs? I did boot him. And if that took him out of the playoffs, I'd be pretty surprised if he wasn't pissed off at me. 3 top 10s. As always, he's a teammate too. Oh shit, he's not. Was he though? Oh no, he might have needed those. He needed that win. That win took him from 1st to 10th. Oh, it would have been close, like 3rd to 10th. That's unfortunate. Well, we move on to the Kansas Lottery 300 at Kansas Speedway. Said not a race I expect anything to really happen in, but that's okay. Nothing really needs to happen just yet, because we still have Martinsville to do in the final race. And Martinsville should put us right where we need to be. Okay. Alright, Kansas Lottery 300. No, I don't want to qualify. I don't want to practice. Turn the garage. Qualify. That's what I want to do.
Go, go, go.
Alright, let's go. Alright, so let's see what we can get out of this here race. Like I said, my expectations are not very high at Kansas. Kansas is, well, an intermediate, which I generally do okay, if not fairly poorly. But usually I don't really creep into the top 10 at most of them. I usually sit in top 15 or worse. So I don't intend for this to be a good race, but we're gonna, we're gonna figure that out, I guess. So let's see what we can do here. We've made it into the round of 8, but we still have to lock into the championship 4. So let's see how that goes. And I don't necessarily need to win, but it's definitely going to be a hell of a lot harder to do so if I don't win. Alright, we're 17. Okay. I started saying 17th right as it showed up. I'm not sure if that was my actual guess or if it was very quickly influenced. Okay, well, we're actually starting 15th. I guess 2 people got booted to the back for whatever reason it was. So we only have to make up 5 spots to get our goal position, but we need to make up 15 to lock ourselves in a little bit early here at Kansas Speedway. Anthony Alfredo crashed during qualifying. That's unfortunate. Ryan Sieg failed optical scanning multiple times. Brandon Brown had an engine change. So we've got 3 starting at the back in the first race of the round of 8. I don't believe any of them. Well, I think Ryan Sieg's a contender. I don't remember who the first one was, but he might be a contender as well. So we're gonna place better than Michael and Ned, but that doesn't really mean much because that could only put us in. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me! How do I do that so much? How do I do that so much? What the fuck is wrong with me? I don't understand how I keep doing that. Let's go and hope you. See if that helps at all. No, get out from under that fucking curb, buddy. Look at that run. Look at that
Still
run.
there.
Alright, let's see. Drive to the bottom. I forget how wide you can run it at Kansas. That's probably why I was doing so poorly. To be honest, you can run it like hell. It'll be just fucking fine. Oh, getting a little bit of a tap from behind. Haven't seen Draft Partner in a while. That's a little pop-up I haven't seen in a minute. Okay, yeah, you just get, yeah, fuck you. Bum asshole. Alright. 6 laps to go. Only got 3 laps done. So actually 2 laps to listen to, so I'm not sure what I'm talking about. Oh, hello there. Oh, I don't know what made me go that far down. Something, I guess. Oh, hello again, Dave Hemrick. Okay, past that 18 car. Nothing I want more. Past that 18 car. And also do not spin the fuck out. Also be helpful. Let's see if I can crack the top 5. I gotta pass Jeffrey Earnhardt and what appears to be Brandon Jones. Oops. Excusez-moi. Nope. Not quite. God, I'm tired. I didn't really want to record this in particular, but I knew there was nothing else I could really record better, and it's not like I don't want to break this into 2 parts, because frankly, I'm already more than halfway done. So there's no point breaking it up at this point, and it's going to be the length of an old video, just about, but it's still going to be like an hour 20, you know? Alright, gonna continue trying to block Daniel Hemrick, because he just keeps trying to pass me. Oh, shit. Okay, I let him go. Alright, he's gonna drop slightly behind here. Not gain quite as quickly as I envisioned to. Don't want to give up the inside, but I'm gonna have to. Because I pretty much already did. A little nudge. Speed him up a bunch, slow me down a bunch, do nothing. Okay. Let's go first person for a bit. Let's do some first person racing for a moment. On this final lap here with nothing else really better to do. I'm gonna go way wide and sit back nice and snug where I was before. Ross Chastain is leading the race. He is most likely going to win it, so he is definitely going to be locked in. There's no question about it. Hopefully my extra playoff points will assist me a little bit with this 8th place finish, but no matter what, we're still going to be within the top 8, but that's not good enough. As far as I know, there's only one person outside of the top 8 that's in the playoffs, so let's see where we are sitting in the playoff standings after this race. 2nd. Okay, that's fine. Ross Chastain will advance to the round of 4, so he's going to be one of the cars to beat at Phoenix. Brandon Jones, Harrison Burton, Michael Annett, and Ryan Sieg are all below the cutoff line, but Chase Briscoe and Austin Cindric also remain competitive. It was pretty much guaranteed between Ross Chastain, Chase Briscoe, and Austin Cindric, I pretty much knew from the beginning that they were going to be the cars to beat. They've been at the front all season, so it's no surprise. And frankly, I expect them to get at least one of the two of them to get some of the, at least one of the next two races. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright. Well, finished 8th. Not bad. Still second in the playoff standings, so that's completely fine. Race number 31. Texas. Like I said, I don't expect this race to really turn out any better than Kansas. In fact, I expect it to be a little bit worse. But, whatever. That is okay. It's not a big deal. Okay, so, I don't know. Texas is not one of my favorite tracks to race at. I've never been a huge fan of this specific style of oval with that little tiny straightaway on the front stretch. It's kind of bugged me. But we'll see how that affects me today. The pole position is 36.99. Goal position is 31.392. So I'm probably going to get something closer to like a 32.124. That's my guess. So let's find out. Turn way undercut it, but that's okay because this is not the qualifying lap, so we don't have to worry about not doing too well. Okay, what?
Alright, coming to the green. This one counts.
Alright. Let's, get this turn here out of the way. What are we gonna get? We're gonna get, 31.630. Okay, so still within the 31 range, but that's gonna put us 4 positions back behind our goal position, so. It's almost a good. It's almost a guarantee I start, or I get 14th. 14th seems to be my absolute most common start. So Jesse Little is a good pal here. Ray Black Jr. starting in the back because of a pre-race inspection. And Austin Cindric just above the cutoff line. Actually, I think that's Chase. One of the two is just above the cutoff line, so it's pretty important for him to be that high up. I still need a win. I think I might be able to pull one off at Martinsville. But we'll see. For now, we just have to not lose. So let's try not to do that. So we're going to pass Michael Annette here soon. So that now puts us in a guaranteed place better than the very bottom of the cutoff line, and we're now in 7th, so, and there are a few non-playoff contenders here, so we are 100% going to be finishing better
Careful, still there.
than last in the cutoff line, which is what we want to see. We still need to do a small bit better if we want to win, obviously.
Gotta call high now.
And a huge push from Ross Chastain, who's already locked himself in, so he's probably not looking too hard to get a win. Although that will, I don't believe that actually does increase his chances. I don't think playoff points actually carry over into the championship 4. So, alright. Still kind of sitting here in 6th. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to gain much higher than that, although I'm damn sure going to try. But I seem to be kind of leveling out here. I'm not really making much ground on anyone. Tiny bit of contact with that little apron there, and I'm going to go back into first person where I feel comfortable racing. I need like a cold shower to wake me the fuck up. I am just really sluggish on this stream. Still the playoffs though, but what's really important is that we're going to be doing Cup by our next stream. That's pretty nice. Whoa, way under there. That's not going to serve us very well, but Chastain's not really going to pass me, hopefully. Okay, he totally is. That's nice. Alright, cool. Sweet. 7th. Still in the top 10, so at least we're getting the goal position. And like I said, we are, you know, we can place above or below. That's not what I like to see. He's not in the playoffs. What the fuck? Okay, well, we're now outside of the top 10. Now I'm going back into third person because I seem to be making a shit ton of contact with a lot of drivers right now. It's not good. Get the fuck off my bumper, you fucking Toyota. Alright, we got 2 laps to make it back into the top 10. Let's see what I can do. Alright, well, I've made it. Can I hold it, though? This is the important question.
Clear high, clear high.
Oh, shit, there it goes. Son of a bitch. I was doing fine, but I just shot up the track. I don't know what happened. You get the fuck out of my way, sir. Get the fuck off of my ass, asshole. Shit, fuck off. Alright, well, 13th. Not good. Not good. Can I at least make it into 12th? No, sir. Well, fuck me then. 13th. Not a good race. Speed rating of like 82. Which is not possible. 92. Your winner is Austin Cindric. Chase Briscoe's in 2nd, so it's more than it is almost a guarantee that I'm now in 4th if I'm not lower. Yep. We're at pretty much a must-win or must-get top 3 at this point. If Austin Cindric or Ross Chastain wins, I'm fine. I have to stay above Brandon Jones, Harrison Burton, Michael Annett, and Ryan Sieg. It shouldn't be too terribly hard. But really, I'm racing with Chase Briscoe at this point. Alright. 1 race remaining in the round of 8. That race is none other than Martinsville, a track I'm pretty excited for. I think I can do well here. If anywhere, I think this will be what I do, or what I make it. Okie doker. Got here. So, he said, not a great race in Texas. That's okay. Martinsville. I'm ready for this race. This is going to be a good race, I think. I think we can do well here. If anywhere, this will be the track I get my win on. But we'll see. We will see. You could load a little bit quicker. That'd be nice of you. I'm gonna make some breakfast after this stream. Maybe some waffles. Maybe maybe a bagel. Probably an entire Totino's Party pizza. 'Cause I'm a fat little bitch. Eats way too much food. Alright, let's go. Hello, other cat. This one's a little bit louder. You want to say something to the people? You want to talk to the people? No? You all good? Maybe you've been able to maybe you were able to hear that. I don't know. I'm sure I'll have more opportunities. He's a pretty loud cat.
Alright, coming to the green. This one counts.
So, we got our qualifying lap. The goal is at 21.586. I think I can do better than that. Maybe not anymore after that, but let's see. 19:20. Ooh, okay. Second. That's where I want to be. I'm not cool. Well, I could be a little bit better than that, but that's okay. That's fine. Alright. Let's go. Martinsville, speed.
Alright, you're coming to the green. Be ready here.
And go. Okay. Not my best start, but that's okay.
Inside.
Go a little bit wide, but it's kind of on purpose. We're trying to get around Justin Haley, who is not in the playoffs. So, even if I do finish behind him, it's not really a big deal. Let's sit in this game review here. He's going to gain quite a bit on me, but we're going to gain quite a bit on him in this turn. Okay. Like I said, it's like pretty much always. Huge amount of speed in the corners. No run coming out of corners. So we just have to get enough of a run in corners that we can negate our losses in the straightaways. Let's see. Son of a bitch! I fucking hate Martinsville. It's probably my least favorite of the two short tracks. It definitely is. I mean, of course, I like Bristol enough as to where it doesn't really matter how bad Martinsville is.
Got one inside.
I hate that fucking curb, though. That curb is the bane of my fucking existence.
Alright, you're clear.
It's like I'm good at short tracks. I can reliably run very well.
Inside.
But that fucking curb fucks me up. Get the fuck out of my way, Allgaier. You're not even in the playoffs. You can go fuck a duck, sir.
Careful, still there.
On my way. Out of my way. Alright, he's gonna get a small run. Dive to the inside. Pass him. Alright, we're good. Block. Dive down. Stuck up on the curb a little bit. That's okay. I just got a real hankering for McDonald's. I don't know why. Alright. Keep her going. Alright. Alright, 6 to go. Just under halfway. Apparently that was a great lap. My record is 20,760. My best lap though is 21,234. Alright. Boom. More to go. Alright, well, I said a few more. It's 5 to go. 5 is probably a little bit more than a few, but that's okay. We're leading fairly commandingly, though. Oh shit, I accidentally money shifted. I was adjusting my hat. And then I quickly put my hand down on the controller to turn, and I hit the bumper. Accidentally shifting down. But that's okay, we're not in a commanding lead. We are still leading. Although I believe he might be a playoff contender. I think Michael Annette's a playoff contender, so we definitely don't want to lose to him. Who's behind him? And Austin Cindric is behind Justin Haley. I don't know where Daniel Heinrich is, though. He's the only remaining JRM driver. So. Alright. Turn 4 for the white flag in the final race of the main playoffs before Phoenix. We're looking good here. All we gotta do is just simply not fuck up.
Hold your line.
That didn't happen. No. Alright, and we are a winner in the round of 8, so we locked ourselves in basically, and it looks like it's almost certain that you know who is going to be leading here. So let's rounding out the top 4. Oh. Woo, 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 woo. Yee, yee, yee. Alright. Cat didn't like that one. But that's okay, because its opinion does not matter. So Chase Briscoe finished all the way in 8th. That's below Brandon Jones, below the man on the cutoff line. So I am actually curious as to whether or not that's going to boot him behind. It is not. We'll beat him by 15 total points, meaning Brandon Jones, despite finishing better than Chase Briscoe, ultimately will not be placing ahead of him. Michael Annette placed very high up, but that was not quite enough to get him out. So the top 4 is pretty much exactly what you'd expect. Looking at the performance throughout the rest of the season, it's pretty much been a solid top 5. The top 4 pretty much the entire time. Okay. My hopes are not high for winning this championship race. It's going to matter a lot as to where I qualify, but I am not exactly looking forward to the race itself, other than finally figuring out who I'm going to sign with. Dale Wolfhard advances to the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship 4. Dale Wolfhard looking for first NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship. I believe we have won a championship in all of the places that we won it before. I think we got one in in dirt, and we got one in truck, I believe, as well. So we're looking pretty damn good. Send everybody their send all of the exact same tweets to me. The same response. Thanks. Okay, the final race of the NASCAR Xfinity Series season. After like probably fucking 5 episodes. We've made it. To take a look here, in the Xfinity Series season, we have 7 wins out of our 32 starts so far. 13 top 5s, 22 top 10s, and 41 laps led out of 224 laps competed. An average start of 16.6 and an average finish of 7.7. Not too bad. Alright. So, let's see. Hopefully we're looking, you know, like I said, we're looking to hopefully get ourselves a win, but I don't find that very likely. What's more likely is probably a top 5, but obviously, like I said, we really need to be going up against those, we just need to beat Austin Cindric, Chase Briscoe, and Ross Chastain. Austin Cindric, Chase Briscoe, and Ross Chastain. So let's keep an eye out for where they finish, ultimately. What the fuck was that? What the hell was that? I don't know what that was. Alrighty then. Whatever. So, you here. Final race. Let's do this. Alright. Let's go. Qualify.
Let's go.
Qualifying. Phoenix Raceway for the race that I didn't even actually look at what we were doing. So the goal is 27,974. My record lap is 27,873. So, we're not getting that. We're probably getting a high 28. Because that's a good way of judging whether or not I can actually get the goal, is whether or not my record lap is even better than that. Which is not. So, this is definitely going to be a tough race. My odds are not very high, to be honest. My expectations are actually pretty low. I honestly don't expect to even finish better than one of them. But at least we're still getting a top 4, potentially even a podium finish on the season. So I'm definitely alright with that, even if I do not win. 20, okay, so a low 28, that's still putting us in 12th. Let's see where all of our other playoff contenders are. Uh-oh. Austin Cindric starts 9th. That's definitely a beatable placement. Ross Chastain starting 4th. That's going to be tough. And Chase Briscoe starts 2nd. That's going to be real tough. So, we need to win. Ross Chastain's probably going to bounce up to right where Chase Briscoe is. I might be able to beat Austin Cindric, but my odds are not very good at beating anyone else here. But let's see what we can do. Phoenix Raceway. Ryan Sieg. I should be able to get a little bit of help from him. Harrison Burton is doing pretty poorly. And Daniel Hemrick got new tires, so he's starting at the very back. Alright. Austin Cindric is in my sights. Let's see if I can actually make anything out of that. I shifted way early out of pressing the button, but that's okay. Oh, a little bit of bump on Jeremy Clements here. That's alright. That was definitely alright. We're not really gaining any spots, but maybe once I get a load. There we go. Alright. We have passed Cindric. We've still got many drivers to go. Chastain is in 5th still. Can I make a pass on Ross Chastain here? Let's see. First, we have to pass Justin Haley. But I think they're close enough that I might be able to do them both at once. Take that as you will. I'll actually do neither. I will miss entirely. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. We're gonna get passed by Austin Cindric. Not good. Means we're currently in 4th in the playoff standings. 5 to go. And we seem to be at kind of the best we're gonna get. Made up a little bit of ground on him from there, but dive to the bottom. I'm not going to be able to complete the pass on Chastain either. 4 to go. Alright, past Chastain, but Chastain will just pass me right back up, so it does not really matter. And in fact, I'm also going to lose a spot to Anthony Alfredo. So, we're not doing very good at all. Three to go. Still 4th. There is basically no chance I'm going to win. But I can at least not place last. And we're looking at this point probably to make a comeback. I'm going to bump him back a bit. So that could help us, but we still have to gain quite a lot from Austin Cindric. And Allgaier's in the lead by a fairly substantial amount, actually. Actually, that's where they all are. So, fairly substantial amount to me, but not much compared to everyone else. So, I can't see the leaders at this point. Or I can't pick out cars from here at this point. So, Cindric appears to be in 3rd. We've got one lap to go. I guess at this point we'll go and see if we can actually manage to make a successful... No. In fact, we're going to have an absolutely terrible turn, lose a spot, although it seems that Chastain's just been falling. Well, I will... It's going to be a fight to the finish here with Alfredo. I'm going to lose it, though, quite handedly. So, we place 7th in our final race. We do end up losing the championship race. Your champion is, I believe... Oh, Austin Cindric pulled it out at the last second above Chase Briscoe by a matter of a 1/10 of a second. So, Austin Cindric, if it was hard to believe in the first place, is going to be your champion. 1 point behind Chase, 1 point ahead of Chase Briscoe, 5 points ahead of me, and 7 points ahead of Ross Chastain. So, there you go. A little bit of a disappointing end, but 3rd place is, you know, we still placed within the championship 4 in our first outing in the Xfinity Series, so I can't really be too upset. You know, it's not a championship, but it's also still a very good finish, and still something to very much be proud of. We had a great showing in the playoffs. You know, we still ended up with 2 wins, but we did end up... It does not help that we did... What? I visibly saw I placed 3rd. Like, I placed 3rd in the playoff standings. Like, there's no... I did not win the championship at all. I think the game might be a little bit bugged in the sense that it will just always tell you you won the championship. Your NASCAR Xfinity Series championship is... Your champion is... Austin Cindric. It's Austin Cindric. Okay, well, I guess for the champion, even Chase Briscoe, congrats on winning the NASCAR Xfinity Series championship. You did, not me. You did. I didn't do shit. It was a good rookie season, Dale Welfare. I'm excited to see what you do next season. Well, yeah, I fucking won the championship. It was a good season as a NASCAR Xfinity Series champion from now on. So, there we go, I guess. Collie? I'm not racing with Collie racing this season. I'm not racing with anyone in this series next season. What do you mean? So there we go. There is the NASCAR Xfinity Series season. I did not win the championship, but whatever. Who cares? Let's just continue. So now we get to pick what we're racing in. Obviously, we were racing in only Cup for this next. So finally, after 4 seasons, we have finally made it to Cup. So let's move on. We're gonna join a team. I do not have the money to start a team. Actually, I might have the money to start a team, but we're not doing that. So we've got Beard Motorsports, Gaunt Brothers, Front Row, RCR, and Hendrick and Wood Brothers. Hendrick is honestly a little bit tempting. Wood Brothers is fairly tempting. RCR is very tempting. I don't really have any plans on going to Front Row at the moment, or definitely not Gaunt and not Beard Oil either. So we have Wood Brothers, which if we choose to start our own car, we'll be driving the Exalta Ford. I do like that 21 car. It's probably a better idea to race in a 5-star team, which we would be racing either the 88, 48, 9, or 24. None of which I really care to race, to be honest. If I drive my own car, I'll be driving the Mountain Dew Chevrolet. And if I drive for RCR, say we got the 3 and that 8 car, which I don't really care for the 8 car either. So I've only got one 5-star team, but I would rather race in a Ford, just because of the way. I love that Mustang stock car. Do not get me wrong. Ford is my 3rd favorite American automaker, behind Dodge and Chevy in that order. Dodge is not in the game though, so it doesn't really matter. So like I said, Ford is my preferred in Cup, just as a better dashboard and frankly a better looking stock car. Hendrick's the best team. I do prefer RCR's car as well over Wood Brothers. The 3 car is pretty tempting. It's pretty tempting. I don't really want to race for Hendrick Motorsports, as good as they are. I don't really care for it. I guess maybe I'll take the 88 car. If I would race for that, I'd be taking the 88 car. So, 88, 21, or 3. The 3 is probably my favorite out of the lot of them. But it's going to be much better for me to be racing in that 88. So, is that what we're doing? Also gives me more teammates. Wood Brothers, I do want to have a teammate, though. So I think we're going with the 88 car. It's not my favorite car, but it's only for this season, and then we can move on to something else, quite frankly. And I think does Alex Bowman have more paints? I don't actually think he does. I think that's the only paint scheme I can run with Alex Bowman. Same with him, same with him, same with him. Like I said, I want to run the 3 car. I like that 3 car more. What do I want to run? What do I want to run? What do I want to run? Yeah. Picking the 88 car. That's what I'm picking. Yep. Cool. And now I get to see Wolfhard on the back of the 88. So that's pretty cool, actually. Ha! Alright. Well, here to go. I think we have the makings of a great season. You say that every damn season. Frankly, I'm a little bit tired of it. 2 top 10s. I do have a 5-star ride. So, that is that. We, I guess, have technically won the NASCAR Xfinity Series championship. We didn't really. We still placed 3rd. It even said champion over Chase Briscoe. Or actually, it wasn't Chase Briscoe. I said that a bunch of times. It was the 22 car. So, even though it literally said that they were the champion, it then was like, oh, hey, look at you. You're the champion. So, who knows? Maybe I won't even have to do that well in Cup. Maybe I can just perform. Maybe I can place, 17th and still win the championship because this game is fucking weird. I don't know. So, that's that. We are now driving the 88 car. I'm happy to be in the 88. 3 is also a great car, but frankly, I need the 5-star ride to do well. So, that's what we're doing. In the next episode, we'll finally get to see some Cup race, some Cup drivers, race in Cup races. Maybe we'll win the Daytona 500. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. But it's still possible. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you're watching this on Twitch, this will go up on YouTube. Under Dale Wolfhard 14. You can also catch up with all of the previous episodes of NASCAR Heat 5. You can watch me go through Dirt Tour, Truck Series, and the rest of the Xfinity Series, if you so choose to do so. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can check this out on twitch.tv/DaleWolfhard14, where I also make videos on a bunch of other things. It's not just streaming NASCAR Heat 5. I do stream of other games. So, I'll catch you later on NASCAR Heat 5. Probably on a different game first, but I'll catch you later on NASCAR Heat 5. Finally racing in the Cup Series. Have a good one.